Kansas City Chiefs scored, drove down the field, and got a field goal in 13 seconds.
Yeah.
Cowboys couldn't get off a snap at 14. I just wanted to bring that up. I mean, three plays.
Hard out here.
They went down. I'm just saying. I just want to mention that. I just want to start off that. I just feel. I'm just saying.
Man, you test friendships.
I'm just saying.
Test friendships, man.
At least Michael barely beat Rich Eisen in the catch contest, and he's a Hall of Famer. At least
All I'm saying is, let's put that in its proper perspective. Patrick Mahomes had 3 plays that drove them down the field from their own 24-yard line to a field goal to win a game in 13 seconds, and they couldn't get off a snap.
Only he could bring it back to the Cowboys.
I just think it's appropriate to start off the show that way.
That's not apples on apples.
No. You say what?
He had 3 plays.
No. No one cares about the Cowboys.
You're knocking stuff over.
All the particulars.
There's a couple of things. There's a couple of things that I want to say. Josh Allen, and I was tweeting this. I said the successor to Tom Brady has arrived. That's how spectacular I thought his performance was. Patrick Mahomes is Patrick Mahomes. I'm saying he's not Tom Brady. He's Patrick Mahomes. He doesn't need to be anybody. But Josh Allen was so sensational. To be so young, to be in that position, and to produce and stand toe-to-toe the way that he did, it was a sensational performance. Right. I've never been higher on Josh Allen than I am today. It was a sensational performance, okay? I mean, to come out, to be in a deficit, to throw a 75-yard touchdown pass to Davis, for Davis to show up the way that he did with 201 receiving yards when Stephon Diggs, no disrespect, but 3 receptions for 7 yards. You Stephon Diggs, I expected better.
They wanted to take him out.
I understand, but you can't let them take you out to that degree. Not 3 receptions for 7 yards. You got to do better. But Davis showed up, showed out, deserved a lot of props for that as well. So it's not just Allen, it's Davis as well. And then Patrick Mahomes comes back. I don't know. Listen, Dan Orlovsky, Michael Irvin, I'm going to leave this to y'all. But I'm just going, because I got a lot to say, but y'all played. So I'm deferring to y'all.
Yeah.
We all know how high I am on black coaches. Coaches getting opportunities. Now, damn it, Leslie Frazier, you better be able to tell me Sean McDermott did something, who was a defensive coordinator for 2 years in Philadelphia and 6 years in Carolina before he became a head coach. Somebody needs to explain to me. First of all, I don't give a damn if you got a triple team Tyreek Hill. Okay? Yeah. I mean, this dude, he goes slam-patter over the middle. He gets hit by Patrick Mahomes and just scampers down the right sideline. It was like Demaryius Thomas with Tim Tebow throwing him the ball all over again. I couldn't believe what happened. Okay? So you score that touchdown. Then Josh Allen comes down again, hits Davis again for a touchdown. Yeah. Okay? And there's 13 seconds left. It's 13 seconds left. Everybody gonna talk about, all right, don't kick it out. You know, let them take time. Scribble the ball. I get all of that. But the number 1 defense has 13 seconds to stop, even if it is Patrick Mahomes and Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce. You got 13 seconds and you can't stop it. I swear to you, as I'm sitting here today, I'm the type of dude. Remember, my favorite owner of all time is George Steinbrenner. George Steinbrenner, formerly of the New York Yankees, got rest his soul. Leslie Frazier, somebody would have lost their job before you even got out the stadium. 13 seconds? Inexcusable. Floor's yours.
Listen, I'm going to say this, man. This was one of the most incredible games we've seen. We talk all the time about quarterbacks, and we're trying to determine, is a quarterback, can he lift this team or can he lift that team? We saw what 2 quarterbacks that can lift a team to a Super Bowl look like in that game yesterday. So when we're measuring them, and we're talking about the Ryan Tannehills and can those guys do it, but we saw it. And we saw not just quarterback play that just making throws, just some exceptional plays. Josh Allen, elusiveness and his slick hips, making those 4th down runs that he made
a lot
incredible.
Of them.
Made a lot of them. It was what we've been looking for and what we witnessed some in our life. It was Peyton Manning and Tom Brady-esque. That's what it is. That's what we'll get if Josh Allen can continue to progress and play like this for the next 10 years along with Patrick Mahomes.
So it was the greatest quarterback game I'd ever seen in my life between both of those guys. I think what we saw was the stuff that is, for franchises, so hard to find in quarterbacks. Patrick Mahomes' ability to have that competitive spirit, but the poise in the moment is something that you just don't know about a cat until he's in it. Yeah. And then the same with Josh Allen, but how he competitively wills his team to have success. And that, again, is something you just don't know. Like, what stood out to me in the game was Patrick threw that touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill, this one.
Right there.
Right, the broadcast cut right to the sideline, and Josh Allen did this. Turned to his team and said, we got 3. We got 3 timeouts. We're good. They go down and score, and then obviously Kansas City does what they do. I think that what happened was, or I could boil the game down to this. Kansas City's coaching staff was a reason they won the game, and Buffalo's feels like a reason why they lost the game. And that's a lot for me to say, because I think the absolute world of Buffalo's coaching staff.
So do I.
But the lack of the squib kick, and then to Stephen A's point, the way that they were in that defensive situation in comparison to Kansas City, who calls their first play, knows exactly what to do. Andy Reid pops the timeout at the right moment. They hit Travis Kelce. I don't think that completion of Kelce was the called play. I think it's completely recess football, freelance. But Kelce goes down, and as Kelce's going down, you see Wiley and the center doing this as they're running downfield. They were all ready for the moment, and it didn't seem like Buffalo was defensively.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.